You just imagine if you open up your eyes every morning and you say, what's new? I'm Angela Leong, and I'm the artistic director and choreographer of the Arts Vision Company. The DNA of contemporary dance is its boundless curiosity and its urge to keep moving so that it doesn't really get stagnant and stay in one spot. For contemporary dance in specific, I feel like it's one arts discipline that is so grossly misunderstood. The word dance conjures up a very conventional idea about people or human figure with well-toned bodies, and it has to be about beauty and nothing else. We kind of really go beyond just a conventional dance company. Going into everyday places, public spaces is a non-verbal art. So in that sense, I think all this time for contemporary dance, we're still going up an uphill battle. It's not just about creating new work, but at the same time, we need to be mindful of making it accessible for your audience to see and to understand what exactly we are doing. Okay, I always laugh when people ask like, what you do? And I said, well, I do works for age 3 to 93. Art is everywhere. It's an everyday thing. You don't need to get all dressed up and go into a theater and sit down and say, now let's experience art. And that's why some years ago, I started working out towards creating works for intergenerational audience. We have been doing quite a lot of work, working with especially frail elderly. And I don't buy it and saying like, this is social service or social outreach. And when you are in the theater or when you're doing site work, that's creative work. I think a lot of people have this segregational, departmental kind of a mindset. To me, I think art has to be very organic. It has to be very integrative. In that sense, when I create work, I want to have a lot more doors, entryways, to bring whatever crazy, insane ideas we have, so that the audience can, if you like, pick and choose a different way to open that door. Simply put, I don't want to scare away my audience and sit down and say, let's talk about these big philosophical ideas and abstract art making, avant-garde, creations, and so on and so forth. Whether there's a pandemic or not, we are constantly faced with uncertainty. We are constantly faced with a lot of challenges that we need to overcome. Technical challenges, artistic challenges, logistic challenges. It's true, no doubt, it's disruption with a big D. Because the whole thing about dance practice is about human connections, is about physical contact. And right now, no matter how much we wanted to create, being forcibly stay in one place, it really requires quite a lot of personal reflections. How do I create? How do I continue my practice? I told you, I think I never get bored, right? Yes. For me personally, I have this insatiable curiosity. I'm so curious on everything. I think that sense of curiosity enables me to keep all my senses open. So the minute I roll out from bed, be it just like fumbling my way into the kitchen to get breakfast, everything becomes a creative potential. Sometimes it doesn't lead to anything. It just satisfied my need to understand why, how, what, and that's fine. And so all of these sensors kind of like contributes everything into my daily art-making process. Dance is not everything. Life is. You got to live life before you are even in a position to talk about suffering, to talk about personal aspirations, to talk about a lot of other ideas. To me, I think art making is really a reflection of a life well lived. We all, have that brief time that we think, God, this is not the end of the world, what is? But I think it's always very important in our desperate time to remember that each of us, we have a different voice, and these voices are so important to be heard. It's because of all these different voices, all this diversity of perspective. Everybody, I mean, whether you're us practitioners, non-art practitioners, whether you are a 93 years old grandma or a 5 years old grandchild running around, the voices of the artists should always be there. It speaks to the individuals, reminding everybody, I'm alive, you are alive. And that is important.